Kenya has once again been the subject of a lesson in tackling tribalism and ethnicity from a neighbor diplomat at the launch of the Building Bridges Initiative report. Tanzania's words of caution are keeping in the tradition of other nations and dignitaries who have taken it upon themselves to call out this vice in Kenya's national psyche. NTV's Brenda Wanga reports on this phenomenon and why Kenya attracts these tongue lashings.
Amid the celebrations and the launch of the Building Bridges Initiative report, a bold tongue lashing from Kenya's neighbor Tanzania delivered by the country's Foreign Affairs Minister Palamagamba Kabudi.
We will not interfere in your internal affairs. But when we see what you are doing is perilous to the prosperity of East Africa, we will say it loudly. Please stop that mess.
That mess alluded to Kenya's long-standing preoccupation with tribal politics, an obsession that has landed the country into troubled zones nearly every election year.
Na maradhi ya siasa za kikabila. Maradhi hayo ya siasa za kikabila yamewapa madhila makubwa. Na madhila ya Kenya ni madhila ya Tanzania. Mmeruhusu mambo hayo ya ukabila kwa muda mrefu. Yamelea rushwa.
But it wasn't the first time that an outsider has pointed out this vice. Indeed, over the years, Kenya has been on the receiving end of similar admonitions from neighbors like Tanzania and Uganda. To visitors from faraway lands, the message has been consistent.
We all here have to admit, and this is a sensitive point, that here in Kenya, it is a crisis. It is a crisis. It's a crisis that is robbing honest people of the opportunities they fought for.
All men and women of goodwill are called to work for reconciliation and peace, forgiveness and healing. In the work of building a sound democratic order, threatening cohesion and integration, tolerance and respect for others, the pursuit of the common good must be a primary goal.
But it would appear that what others see as problematic to the country's collective cohesiveness seems lost on not just the country's leadership, but its citizenry as well. Former Ambassador Dr. David Kikaya opines that the concerns of Kenya's friends are well-intentioned.
Say, for those who are footballers, those who are on the pitch outside, see the faults of the players much more than the ones who are playing. So I think we should open ourselves to criticisms. They may both be constructive and not constructive. What is significant is, what do we as Kenyans learn from the sentiments expressed by those people who are extraneous, if you like?
But what is it about Kenya that makes it the subject of this scrutiny? Kikaya says Kenya's position in the region, continent and the world makes her a strategic partner whose stability is key to regional peace, stability and economic growth.
The engine of economy of East Africa. We cannot afford to see Kenya being dragged down or pulled down because of few selfish individuals.
We continue to mess up the jewel in Africa, so to speak. People who have invested here and invested heavily are obviously going to be concerned. And the only thing they can do is to tap on our shoulder and say, hey guy, you know, my billions are going to disappear in such and such an investment.
The country hopes of navigating this threat to the unity of the country has now been placed in the pages of the BBI report. But will the political class master the will needed to turn the tide? Brenda Wanga, NTV.